Walking down the supplement aisle today feels like navigating a neon maze of promises. Thousands of sleek plastic tubs flying past you, all claiming to hold the secret to better performance. Let's say you finally decide to try creatine. You've heard trainers mention it on podcasts and read the forums. With over 3 decades of research, it is universally recognized as the most studied sports supplement on Earth. You're in. You open up your browser to buy some and immediately hit a wall. Do you buy the cheap generic powder or the expensive high-tech formula? Human nature kicks in. We assume a higher price tag and a sleeker label automatically guarantee a safer, higher quality product. It is a perfectly logical assumption, and it is exactly the vulnerability the supplement industry exploits to take basic chemistry and mark it up by 300%. The search results present a massive price discrepancy. You have to choose between a scientifically branded tub and a boring generic bag. This matrix compares your 2 main options. On the left is the premium choice, a sleek black tub of creatine HCl. It costs roughly $40 for 60 servings. The label is plastered with seductive claims. It promises superior absorption and explicitly guarantees no bloating. On the right is the alternative, a plain white bag of creatine monohydrate. No marketing promises, just 5 grams per serving, priced at $15 for 100 servings. Facing this comparison creates immediate friction. You plan to put this powder into your body every single day. Naturally, you hesitate to buy the generic version, fearing it might be an unrefined or lower-tier substance. But choosing that premium option does not buy you a better physical result. You are simply buying a carefully engineered marketing story. There is a core biological reality that the advanced supplement market hopes you never discover. Here are the premium variations: creatine HCl, buffered creatine, and ethyl ester. Regardless of molecules attached in the factory, they all cross the threshold into your muscle cells. Once inside, every variation is stripped down into the exact same base creatine molecule. Because the final cellular result is identical, your body cannot tell the difference between the $40 powder and the $15 powder. Only your wallet can. Let's look at the first major marketing lie used to justify that high price, the bold claim of superior absorption. Think of a process so efficient it cannot be improved, like pouring water through a wide funnel into a flask without spilling a drop. That is exactly how standard, cheap creatine monohydrate works. It already absorbs into the human body at a rate of virtually 99%. Because standard monohydrate is already nearly perfect, there is biologically almost no room left to improve its absorption rate. Claiming a new formula offers better absorption is like trying to sell you a newly invented funnel when your old one already pours flawlessly. The bottleneck they are selling a cure for never existed. When you pay for superior absorption, you are paying a premium price to solve a biological problem that your body simply does not have. Then there is the second major marketing hook, designed to exploit consumer insecurities, the promise of zero water retention, or no bloating. Creatine's primary job is to actively pull a small amount of water into your muscle cells to help store energy for short bursts of effort. This reveals a paradox. If a highly priced creatine product is truly not pulling water into your muscles, it is mechanically defective. If it isn't retaining water in the cell, it isn't doing its job. The differences go beyond physiological mechanisms. There is a glaring disparity in safety and efficacy research between these competing options. This chart compares clinical evidence. The towering left bar represents plain creatine monohydrate, backed by over 500 independent studies and a 30-year track record of safety. On the right, the advanced formulas possess almost zero long-term independent human trials. Buying the fancy version means paying triple the price to strip away 3 decades of safety data, effectively making yourself an uncompensated test subject. Let's translate these chemical realities into cold, hard financial math to see the true cost of falling for sleek packaging. If you take this supplement every day, maintaining a supply of the HCl tub will cost you roughly $240 a year. The plain monohydrate bag costs just $90 a year. That is a $150 premium paid every single year just to yield the exact same amount of muscle energy and brain function. This $150 tax provides zero biological return. The money goes directly to the supplement company's marketing department. Here is the actionable rulebook for navigating the supplement aisle and bypassing the industry's traps entirely. This scorecard breaks down exactly what to look for. On the left are your red flags. If you see terms like HCl, ethyl ester, buffered, or advanced formula, instantly put the tub back on the shelf. Look at the right side for your green flags. You want an ingredient list on the back of a plain bag that says creatine monohydrate and absolutely nothing else. There is only one valid upgrade worth paying slightly more for: a third-party testing stamp. Look for an NSF or Informed Sport logo on the back. NSF and Informed Sport are independent organizations that test supplements to verify their purity and ensure they are free of heavy metals. No loading phases or complex timing schedules are required. Just mix 5 grams a day into whatever liquid you are already drinking. Stop overthinking the flashy marketing and advanced chemistry claims. The boring white bag is the objectively correct answer for both your human performance and your financial sanity.